What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. I'll be talking about my stud and dud. Those are my surprise players and my disappointing players of week 2. And I'm going to start out with Carr and Darren Waller as my studs because they really led this offense, along with the hope of Josh Jacobs, to a surprising win against the Saints. And this is the first play I want to talk about. We're going to see Darren Waller right here, and his route is pretty much going to be able to go about 5 to 10 yards, find a zone, and sit down. And one way that this duo really took advantage of the Saints is the Saints blitz most of any NFL team by far. And with that, Carr is one of the best quarterbacks, or one of the fastest, I should say, when it comes to getting the ball out of his hand. And that works well because pretty much the way that Waller and Carr tore up this defense is because the Saints are blitzing like this many players almost every time. And then Waller is able to just get over here, and Carr gets rid of the ball quick, so the blitz doesn't get to him, and then we have Waller in these open spots here. And this play is a good example of that, is all with the play run. The Saints bring a lot of pressure. Waller now has an open zone because the linebackers are blitzing. He has this open zone. Carr gets rid of the ball quick, and he hits him. It's a good throw, too. There was a defender kind of in front of him. Good throw. First down. Now, this is essentially the same kind of thing that happened last time here. The Saints bring a lot of pressure in the front, and they end up leaving this 5 to 10 yard area in the middle of the field wide open. And what you're going to see is this defender right here. I believe it's a safety. Either way, Waller has the size where a linebacker has to cover him, or it's going to be a mismatch because a smaller corner or safety is on him. And then he's pretty much just going to run an arrow route, and he beats the safety, and the safety is just not big enough to cover him. And again, the middle of the field is open because the Saints are bringing a lot of pressure. So for this one, I'll just let the tape run as well here. Carr also does a great job of getting rid of the ball fast. He's already getting rid of the ball, and Waller is making his cut right now. These two have very good timing. That's something I've noticed because almost every time Waller's running around like this, Carr hits him as soon as he's breaking. This linebacker, he's focused over here. They only have one linebacker in the middle of the field, and they do a good job of taking the attention from him. So now Waller just has this little opening right in the middle. Carr hits him. It's a first down, and it puts them at about the 2-yard line. So this play is essentially the same idea here. The Saints are going to blitz these linebackers. Waller ends up motioning to the inside, and you're going to see the cornerback come with him. Now what that tells Derek Carr is this is man coverage because the corner's following him. So now you have the middle of the field open. These safeties are blitzing, and then you got Waller coming over the middle against the corner. So that's an automatic mismatch. And it's the same idea they've been using all game, and pretty much the way they took advantage of the Saints this week was because the Saints blitz a lot, and Carr gets rid of the ball quick, and he just hits Waller on these quick little routes. These players immediately blitz, and as soon as you have Carr knows that he has Waller coming over the middle on a mismatch with the safeties blitzing, watch how quick he gets rid of the ball. He sees it, boom, waits for Waller to make his cut, and it's a first down. And the Raiders did this all game against the Saints, and they could never stop it. So this is the last clip I'm going to go over with Waller, and it just really exemplifies how much of a mismatch he is for opposing teams. Waller is lined up right here. Number 26 is guarding him. It's a corner. It's an automatic mismatch. Waller's running pretty much a deep crossing route. I'd say it's a drag pretty much, so it's going to end up being about 15 yards. And I'm just going to let the tape do the talking on this one because he immediately beats the defender off the line. And then just watch how fast he gets across the field. How many tight ends in the NFL are running that speed? Terrific catch. It wasn't a great throw by Carr. He adjusted to make a nice catch. Just how many tight ends do you know are running that speed down the field? That's pretty much why Waller is so great. So on the other hand, my dud of the week is going to be Kirk Cousins. And as a fantasy owner, I can say that I am very disappointed in this man. And there's just a lot of things he did in this game that I just did not like. And I'm going to break them down, and this is first. This is a 3rd and 3, pretty much 3rd and goal. Just look at 84. Look at this open spot. Cousins is looking right at him. You have got to throw this ball right here. Let your tight end make the catch. Or you can run because he's like at 7 yards away, and look at how open this is. He has many options to do here. He can throw it. He can run it. And then look what he does. He looks it off for some reason. He can stick the ball in there, but he looks it off. And then look how fast he throws this ball away. Okay? There is not pressure in his face when he gets rid of the ball. He's throwing it away right here. He's not about to get sacked. He had an option right here. He could have ran the ball, but he throws it away. I don't know why. So this next play, Kirk Cousins is going to be backed up against his own goal line, and I played quarterback for a long time. One of the first things they tell you is you have to have a clock in your head, whether it's 3, 2, 4 seconds. As soon as the ball is hiked, you have to start counting in your head, and you have to know that within about 3 seconds, you either got to be moving or you got to get rid of the ball. You cannot sit in the pocket that long, and this is amplified when you're on your own goal line. So we're going to count how long Kirk Cousins sits in the pocket here. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. He does not move. He doesn't move. You have to. Kirk Cousins is a veteran quarterback, and you have to be smarter than this. You've got to get rid of the ball. You have running backs. You have checkdowns. You have to move. You have to do something with the ball. You have to be smarter when you're on your own goal line because you know the pass rush is amped up because they want a safety. As a veteran quarterback, you have to know to get rid of the ball in this situation. Before I say this, Kirk Cousins is a very talented quarterback, and I do think he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. With that said, some of the plays he makes just leave me wondering why, and I'm going to go over it right here. First thing I want to say is I like Kirk Cousins being mobile. I like him. I know that's the play design, but I still like seeing him escape the pocket because he's a good runner. And then he does things like this, and I'm just like, why? Okay, Adam Thielen's running a very deep crossing route. The play design is nice, but he ends up being double covered, and there's 2 safeties on him. Kirk Cousins rolls to his right, and he's about to throw this ball. Try to throw this ball 60 yards down the field into double coverage. Okay, this ball has underthrow written all over it. And as a veteran QB, you have a man open right here. This safety is already going over here. If you just make the smart throw, you're going to get more yards anyway throwing this. But instead, he tries to throw it across the field, and as I said, underthrow written all over it, ends up getting picked. Just a bad decision. So Kirk Cousins just made a lot of elementary mistakes in this game, and whether it's, the internal clock, making bad decisions, or just bad, easy throws. This is a slant route that he's just going to miss terribly, and the receiver probably could have caught it. It ended up being picked, but it could have been an easy 15 yards, and Cousins just misses the throw, and I'm just going to let the tape roll for this one. I don't know how well you can see, but you can see the receiver here. It's a tough angle, but you can see the receiver have to go behind him because Cousins just misses the easy slant route. And Cousins just had a bad game. He made bad reads. I think he's a talented quarterback, and that's why I hate watching him play like this because I see him make a lot of plays, but he just makes some boneheaded decisions sometimes. And they really cost, as you just saw the score in that clip right there, that really cost the Vikings in this game. They got blown out by the Colts, and the Colts did not look good in week 1. Philip Rivers did not look good either. So I don't know what to say besides the fact that if the Vikings, they're having a bad start to the year, but if they want to turn around, Kirk Cousins has to play better. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you can, comment, like, subscribe. It means a lot. Any feedback is appreciated. I'm still new to this type of thing. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with the Fantasy Football Outlook.